Hello everyone, welcome back. This is COVIDEO blog 7. It is nice to have you with us. I hope you're doing okay where you are and whatever you're doing during this time of lockdown. Now, before we start, I realised that I've made a bit of an editing mistake. I started labeling the episodes as Roman numerals. And I realised after a while that I think when we get to the 20s or the 30s, the Roman numerals are going to be quite long. So I might shift it to numbers at some point. So if you do see that little difference, then don't just think, oh, he's got bored. That's the reason. But anyway, moving on. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're finding things to do. It's been quite tricky this week. It's been our first week of lockdown and trying to do different things to keep us busy, to keep our minds off of things. I hope you've managed to find some things to do, but I wonder if you're bored at this point in time of your smartphone or your tablet. I wonder if you'd ever think that that would happen. But I wonder if you're kind of thinking, actually, I'd rather do something else, or I'd rather try something else during this time. You know, I've been on my phone for the last week and it's been quite nice. But now, actually, do you know what? I'm starting to get a bit bored. I'm starting to get a bit of a headache. Actually, I know I am. So what I thought is I'd put out some different challenges every so often of things that we could do, maybe even just for a few minutes, just to kind of take our mind off things, get us to do something else, get us up and about doing something, maybe if it's something active. I mentioned in the last video, I've started by planting some vegetables. And not that you'd be particularly interested in that, but the first shoot has come through, which means everything is on course now. So hopefully at some point I'll have some crops that I'll be able to eat. But, you know, maybe that is something you're interested in. I don't know. Comment below. That would be great. But I thought I'd do some challenges that I could introduce to you and just to fill this time. So the first thing, and I don't know if you've seen this or whether you'd be able to work it out reasonably quickly. But this is a challenge for you to do, and you can pass it on to other people, get them to do it as well, try and fill this time. So it's called the hand flip challenge. So the aim is to move your hand from being like this to like this without twisting your wrist. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to keep your elbow by the side of your body. Now, I'm going to move my camera a minute. It's going to be a bit dodgy as it's trying to refocus, but I'm going to stand up and see whether you can see me in the frame. So here we are. So you can see me. Great. Perfect. So you have to have your elbow by the side of your hand, by the side of your body, and you have to move your hand from this position to this position. Now, what you have to do is you have to do it without twisting your wrist like this. That's cheating. And also your elbow has to stay by the side of your body, so you can't kind of move your arm around and things like that. Okay, so it's got to stay by your body and your hand has to stay like this. You can't flip it with your wrist like that. So I'm going to leave that with a challenge just for you to do. It might take you a few minutes, it might take you a bit longer, but it might be something you can introduce to other people as well. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, I don't know if you found that you're finding it quite difficult being stuck at home with parents or siblings. And the thing is that actually they're stuck at home with you as well. So, you know, give them a bit of a break with that. But one thing that I thought is actually during this time, it can be quite a stressful time for you, for your siblings, for your parents especially, as they're trying to look after you. They're trying to make sure that you're fed, that you're happy, that you're comfortable. Maybe they're having to go to work. Maybe they're at home with you. Who knows? Well, you know. But actually, for them, it could be quite difficult. So I wondered whether actually you could think about something that you could do as an act of kindness. Because in this time of uncertainty, and in this time of lockdown, we've actually seen so many great things that have come from this situation and so many people stepping up to help other people. And it's a really important time to do that because you really get to see what people are like. In times of pressure, do they fold and go the other way, or do they actually stand up and start helping people? And we've seen a lot of that, and that is fantastic. But in our own little bubble, in our home, is there something that we can do as an act of kindness for someone else? So I don't know if you've thought of something, or whether you do something, or whether maybe if your parents say, would you mind doing that? You say, yeah, sure, fantastic. I'll crack on with that. Just something to think about, actually, how we can make the situation that we're in a little bit more bearable for other people. And you never know, they might return the favour at some point with an act of kindness for you as well. So I thought I'd also mention some up and coming things that I'm hoping to do. This is specifically really for those people that already know me in Chagford and around, especially teenagers. I'm hoping to set up a WhatsApp group. Your parents know about this, and it would be a really good thing to get involved in, because actually then we can start sharing photos and information and videos and stuff like that on a secure WhatsApp group that's a safe, regulated group. It's something that myself and another volunteer will be involved in, just as a way of keeping in touch with people. Maybe we can put links to these sorts of videos. We can put links to things that are coming up that we're hoping to do. And one other thing that I'm hoping to do at some point is to do a youth group Zoom meeting. So I don't know whether you've heard of Zoom or whether Zoom is something new to you, but it's a way of meeting with other people in kind of like a meeting format. And on the screen, you'll have lots of faces, so you'll be able to see everyone's faces and hear everyone if they want you to. And actually, that'd be a really nice way that we could kind of get together as a group. Maybe you could bring in some of your friends from Oki as well, and maybe we could do some games and things like that. We could have a laugh with something along those lines. So I'm hoping to do that, and I might start that off as a kind of a discussion from the WhatsApp group as we kind of lead forward into next week. And it'd be really great to keep in touch with you that way. It's just another way of doing things. So maybe once a week we'll make a thing of it one evening or one afternoon, as we would do at the mess, meeting after school. We could meet on Zoom instead and actually play a couple of games and have a chat, have a catch up, stuff like that. So I wonder what you think about that. It'd be great if you could like or comment below, just so I've got an idea of who's out there, who's actually watching me, because it's all well and good we making these videos, but if no one's actually watching, then there's not much point. So it'd be great to see if you're out there. If you want to comment below, don't forget to subscribe, because then you'll get notifications of new videos that I've put up, and then we can stay in touch that way as well. So there are a few things. So we've got the hand flip challenge. I will reveal how to do it if you haven't already worked it out in the next video. There's the acts of kindness for other people. That would be something to have a think about maybe. I don't know if that's something that you'd really be up for, but it's an idea. And then there's also the up and coming WhatsApp group and Zoom meetings / youth groups. And we'll go from there. So I hope you have a good day. Stay safe, and I'll catch you soon. See ya.